we're going to be using a combination of the things that we learned in Key Skill 1 and Key Skill 2 to look at Key Skill 3. In the last video, I told you that you cannot add together square roots if they're not the same. So a square root 3 cannot be added with a square root 27 because a square root 3 can only be added to another square root 3. But if you think back to what you've learned in Key Skill 1, 27 can be broken down and expressed as a square root 3. So we're going to have a little look at how to do that now. All of these numbers, 3, 27 and 48, they can all be divided by 3. And we think back to what I mentioned before about the divisibility rules. 27, 2 plus 7 is 9. That's in the 3 times table, so that can be divided by 3. 48, 4 plus 8 is 12. So 12 is in the 3 times table, so this can also be divided by 3. So what we're going to try and do is write them all as square roots of 3s, and then we can add them together more easily. So we begin here. 27 is 9 times 3. Now 48, we can say 48 divided by 3. 3 goes into 4 one time, and that leaves 1 left over, and 3 goes into 18 6 times. So this is 16 times 3. Now I'm going to split each one up into square root 9 times square root 3 minus square root 16 times square root 3. This is when you really need to know your square numbers, because the square root of 9 is 3 and the square root of 16 is 4. So in the next line I'm going to simplify a little bit. So I'm going to take out the square root of 9 and replace that with times by 3. I'm going to take out the square root of 16 and I'm going to replace that with 4. Now here, 5 times 3, these should be multiplied together before we continue. So 5 times 3 is 15. 4 times square root 3 we can just write as 4 square root 3. Now we can add these all together because they're all square root 3s now, they're all matching. So they've become like terms after we've broken them down. So 2 plus 15 is 17. And then if we take away 4 from the 17, we'll get 13. So our final answer is 13 square root 3. Let's have a look at question 2. Question 2 is 2 plus square root of 8 plus square root of 18. All of these can be divided by 2. Now the divisibility rules for 2 are the final number, the last number only, must be 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. And obviously if I can see a square root 2, that gives me a tip that they should all be able to be written in terms of square root 2. Like this one, I could see that they should all be able to be written in terms of square root 3 by looking at this. So the numbers might give you a little trick as to what they can be broken down into. So 8 is 4 times 2. And 18 is 9 times 2. So on the next line, I will break down the square roots. It's very important when you're doing maths in general, not just for this topic, but that you write down and that you keep things underneath where they were before. So for example, this has become this. So this is square root 9 times square root 2. Again, using my square numbers, the square root of 4 is 2, and the square root of 9 is 3. And now I've written everything in terms of square root 2, I can add them together. If you need to, add a 1 here. So 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 3 is 6. So the final answer here is 6 square root 2. Looking at question 3, I can see that they all end in a 0. So I'm going to express all of these in terms of square root 10. So this will be 49 times square root 10. Add, if I take away, this will be square root 100 times square root 10. So I should end up, when I'm multiplying by tens, if I started with 3 zeros, I should end up with 3 zeros as well. The square root of 49 is 7, so that will be 7 times square root 10. And the square root of 100 is going to be 10. So 7 times by square root 10 is just the same as 7 root 10. If I add these two together, I've got 7 plus 10, that's going to be 17 square root 10. And that's my final answer. That's the end of key skill 3. In key skill 4, we're going to be looking at how to multiply surds together and how that works. So hopefully we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. The team at Maths with Sophie have made a free ebook to go with this video series. We've broken the topic down into small, manageable sections. Each section has a video tutorial that you're already watching, interactive questions, and model solutions from exam questions. To claim your free ebook, you don't need to download anything, you don't need to sign up for anything. You simply click the link below and it will open in the web browser of your phone, tablet, or computer. If you enjoy using our free ebooks, make sure you check out our website because we have other ebooks on different topics.